Greetings, my dear friends. Prime Minister Modi's sudden announcement of his visit to Ukraine has set the cat among the pigeons. It was absolutely unexpected, taking everybody by the surprise. Undoubtedly, it will be the center of global attention when Prime Minister Modi lands in Ukraine. So then, what is at stake? Has there been any background work been done? What are the expectations? And even more importantly, why? Why now? Especially when India does not have any major stakes here. Welcome, my dear friends, to ChaxSimplifies, your channel to demystify and simplify complex geopolitical issues into easily understandable bites. This time, I have a quick, short video to explain just three important questions. What is at stake? Why? And why now? Let's start with the first one. What is at stake? The Ukraine war seems to have gone into a limbo. It's a war of attrition. There is one possible victor, and that is not Ukraine. Russia is gaining grounds and gaining ground virtually every day. Ukraine is finding it increasingly difficult to get the weapons and resources, especially the people to fight. Russia, on the other hand, despite over 5,000 sanctions, is doing well. It has been upgraded to a developed economy or a well-doing economy and is seeing growth. Unlike NATO and the European Union counterparts, Ukraine has no end game in mind. Russia, on the other hand, has some red lines. Crimea, Donbass, Ukraine's bid for NATO membership, and possibly the expansion of NATO. Ukraine, especially Zelensky, needs a hero's exit. Putin needs a face saver to call off the war. Why is it so important? Very obviously, the world is reeling under severe food, fuel, and fertilizer crisis, made even more severe due to the Wuhan virus or COVID. Global economy is slowing down. Rising inflation, joblessness, and falling growth. Many countries, many leaders from Israel, China, Saudi Arabia, France, et al. Have tried. So has the G7, the G20, the Swiss peace plan, nothing really has happened. Therefore, now enter PM Modi. Someone who can speak his mind to Putin. Don't forget, he is the only man who could have said the last time he met Putin, this is not a time for war. Or, very recently he said he is in anguish over bombing of a children's hospital in Kiev. He has a trust of both Biden and Trump, Macron, Netanyahu, and more importantly, Zelensky himself. Since India has no major stake out here and has maintained consistent neutrality, it has a status where it is respected and appreciated. India's global approval rating, especially Prime Minister Modi's global approval ratings, are higher than all the G7 nations leader put together. So why now? The global geopolitics supports it. Don't forget, Modi has met all the important persona dramatis very recently. Putin in Moscow, Zelensky, Macron, Biden, all in Italy. There has been a spate of visitors to New Delhi, including Wang Yi. The US is busy with elections. Trump is apparently ahead, has announced he will end the war in Ukraine. Zelensky expects a dramatic slowdown in US support. The European Union is getting tired. It's finding it difficult to find weapons, especially ammunition. There are also rising differences among themselves. To add to the problems, there is the rise of the right wing, which has made support for Ukraine even more problematic. They are also facing rising internal unrest due to Islamization. India, on the other hand, needs to corner China. With Ukraine settled, or at least on the back burner with a ceasefire, global attention will now be refocused on Taiwan and South China Sea, effectively China. Since India is aspiring leader for the global south, and absolutely no questions there. It needs to show it can do what others can't. Therefore, let's do some crystal ball gazing. What do I expect? I expect Modi will make an announcement of ceasefire, maybe even creation of a line of control. It'll make a pretty picture with Zelensky on one hand, Putin on the other, and Prime Minister Modi in the center making this announcement. I will not be surprised if this line of control is something similar to what is there between India and Pakistan or India and China. I will even not be surprised if an Indian army contingent is tasked with the maintenance of peace here. Thereafter, we could have peace talks, maybe held at New Delhi and mediated by India. So, therefore, my dear friends, we continue living in very interesting times. With the world, I and you, we will all be closely monitoring all the utterances, information, body language, all of it coming out of Ukraine. If you approve of the video, please do leave a like and please comment. This motivates me immensely. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so, and press the bell icon to be notified. Please share this video with your friends, family, and like always, I look forward to your suggestions and continued support. Till next time, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.